What's up, everybody? Welcome to More Space Real Estate. My name is Muoki Musau. I'm a realtor here in Leesburg, Virginia, here to give it to you real raw and always abiding by fair housing law. If this is your first time, welcome. We're glad to have you. You got my contact information in the description. Your phone is your friend, so go ahead and reach out to me, whether you want to call, text, or email, whatever you want to do. You can hit me up and I got your back. Get your home buyer pro kit in the description, especially for what we're going to be talking about today. It's going to help you get started, or if you've already gotten started, it's going to help you keep moving forward. Now, today I'm going to give you the three most important things that you got to figure out if you want to make a deal happen in real estate, whether you're an investor or particularly if you are even getting a residential sale. These are three things are going to be really important for you to have a clear idea of what they are before you move forward. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because one of the questions that people are asking throughout the country, but even in Northern Virginia, is what's going to happen with home prices? Are they going to go down in 2022? My answer is always yes, no, and maybe, right? No one knows the future, right? In real estate, nobody has all the answers, but the best thing we can do is come up with the best, most efficient and reliable plans that we can, irrespective of what's going on. So even if prices do go down, there is no deal in real estate that's sitting there waiting for you to come grab it. Everybody has to make a deal happen. Deals are put together from different places that seem like they don't relate, but somebody has the creativity to put things together to solve some kind of a problem, right? So if you're thinking whether prices go down or not, if you want to get a deal, it's not going to be there for you. You're going to have to make it happen first yourself with your team around you. So the first factor you got to figure out is your home search. You got to figure out where are you looking and what are you looking for. Right now, because the prices are so high, particularly even in the Northern Virginia area, most people are looking for move-in ready homes in order to justify the high price that they have to pay to get in. So maybe if you're looking for a deal, maybe you look for a home that doesn't have the updates that people are looking for. For example, I was at an open house this past Saturday that it was a townhouse in Loudoun County in Sterling, and Loudoun County, great schools right near within a mile of schools, right near the town center, Dallas Town Center, right? But it didn't have the upgrades that were a home literally next door had, particularly in the kitchen. So it's a home whose cosmetics or aesthetic appearance may not be have kept up with the times as the homes that are going on the market, we call like hot properties, right? Or maybe you're looking for homes that need repairs, right? So maybe a home might have an upgraded kitchen, or some cabinets. The bathrooms are all square, but the systems need repair. So it's got an old water heater, it's got an old HVAC, the electrical is all funky, or maybe it doesn't have recessed lighting, or the electrical is not hooked up to the ceiling lights. So you got to put that in. So your home search is the first step that you got to figure out and can get really clear on. The second factor that you got to think about is your financing. How are you going to pay for this house? You always got to think about financing when you're buying a house, but particularly when you're looking for a home, that when you're trying to structure a deal, this becomes really important, because it's not just the home that you're going to be paying for, it's any kind of repairs or renovations that are a part of your move-in process, right? There are different products that you can get that build in a certain amount of money that can be allocated to renovations into the loan. The challenge is that there might be some limitations to those loans, to the kind of renovations that are permitted. So you got to talk with the lender about specifically what are the restrictions, how they apply to you, and square that away. Another thing you can do is restructure your down payment, right? So you already have the cash on hand, you already have the money on hand. Let's say you're going to put down $25,000, right? So, but maybe you can bring that a little bit lower reduce your down payment amount if it's not good, as long as it doesn't affect your financing capability. And then have that money set aside for the rest of the money, maybe 25,000. So you bring it down to 15 grand, right? And then the 10K goes to renovations and repairs, right? Judging depending on the size of your home and what you're trying to do, 10K might be enough to do the important things first, and then you do the rest later. So you could do something like that. Or if you go under now you're already under contract at this point, so you're gonna have to strategize this part a little bit differently. But if you do a home inspection and there's something going on with the systems, and you can get a seller credit where you can at least front a portion, if not all, of the cost of either repairing or replacing whatever it might be. Someone could say, well, Muoki, why don't I just get the seller to repair it, right? Well, in real estate, you most likely want to own your repairs, right? You want to own your contractor, right? You want to make sure that you're getting somebody that you know and trust that can help you, that's going to be fixing your problem for you. So that the third option is going to be, that's like hit or miss, because if you're competing against somebody that doesn't have a home inspection, then your chances of actually being able to get a home inspection to ratify with a home inspection are a little bit less. So it's just something that you have to think about. And the another option in terms of your financing is just to pay cash, right? If you're going to pay cash offers are usually lower than list price. So if you have cash and you're like, oh man, it's not enough. Look, most people who are paying cash are not paying list price. Some might pay above list price. It depends, right? But if you're paying cash, most people will at least give a second look at a cash offer. So you pay cash, you come under list price, and then you use the rest of the money for your renovations. At this point, you're more thinking like an investor, but again, this is how some of these things work. Some people are paying cash right now just to get into a move-in ready house, just because the competition is fierce. But competition is slowing down a little bit, going back to the levels of the levels of activity prior to quarantine. It's still competitive, but it's not as overheated. So cash offers are for a place that might need some upgrades and repairs, can be an enticing proposition for a seller. So don't count yourself out. And as I don't know what other industries, but in real estate we say cash is king. So don't miss out on putting that offer in. All right, the third and the final piece is the actual renovations, the actual reno project. You don't need to have all of this like figured out, to the T, but you want to have a good plan and really think about this aspect as hard as you think about the home search and as hard as you think about the financing. If you mark up the renovations, you're going to end up with a dud of a house, and you don't want to do that. Right? So make sure your renos are that you put sufficient thought and process into this. One of the things you could do when you're combining, you can combine the reno part with the home search part by getting a contractor up front and actually having them go with you to the homes that a home that you might target as one that you're looking to buy, and have them come with you for the tour. Schedule a really long showing, and then have them walk with you to the property, and then they can give you an estimate about, based on, what you want to improve or upgrade or change, what those costs might be. Another thing you could do is just get, there are a lot of cost estimators that tell you what different projects can cost. They'll give you price per square foot or price per linear foot. There might be just a flat cost. So you can find that online. You can find that from if you're working with somebody, they probably have one of those that they can give to you. That could be a way that you can kind of on the fly judge whether something is a reno project is even within your acceptable range, right? So that's another option. And here's the thing about a home search that I forgot to mention that just came to my mind. One of the ways that you can get a hint about what a home, if a home that might need repairs or whatever, what potentially you might be getting yourself into. One of the ways you can judge is, does the listing have listing photos? Sometimes homes will have just one or two photos, or just the photo of the front of the house. The reason is, when you walk through the house, it might be the home might be in a condition where they couldn't even take pictures. For example, this is a property that I was looking at a couple weeks ago, and as you can see, you got to do a trash out, just off the bat. The structure is okay, but the systems are going to need to be upgraded as well. The walls, the panels are going to have to be replaced and upgraded. So the thing is, one of the things, and this is more of like a big picture concept, is you're going to be looking at homes with your imagination. When you're thinking about, when you're trying to structure a deal, that house is the canvas that you're going to be creating something, hopefully something beautiful with, right? So just know that you're going to, and even when you walk with your contractor, they're going to be looking as well as, the future project that they're going to do. And, and so they're also looking not only at what is at hand, but also looking at what it could be, right? So you're going to be really creative while you're going on showings. You're going to be really creative as you're walking through properties. And this is really the best mindset to have as you're thinking about when you're thinking about getting a property that isn't kind of like move-in ready, or as most of them are. And the last thing about your renovations is that you really got to get a good contractor that you trust, that is verified, that is not going to screw you over or waste your money or your time or your energy. So make sure that you get a contractor that you trust. And maybe that contractor might be a little bit more expensive, but if there's no cost, there's no cost for peace of mind. So these are the three things that really got to think about. If you want to get a deal, you have to make it, right? Whether prices stay up, whether they go down, whatever happens, whether you're trying to get especially if you're looking for a flip foreclosure, this is really going to be important for you, because you're not going to get anything that looks like a marble, like mid-century modern upgrade or whatever. Like, you're going to be putting a lot of work into that thing, right? So the deal has to come from you, okay? So I hope this is helpful for you guys. Go ahead and grab your free home buyer pro kit in the description before you get up out of here. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that I missed. I know I was doing big picture, so I know I missed a lot, but I just want to get you guys started in thinking about what kind of the process can look like. So let me know what you want to add, right? What could I have said better, and or maybe what projects have you done that you know work well. So that's all I got for you today, guys. It's always real, it's always fun, and until next time, y'all take care.